I actually had it happen. I had an interview this morning, and the post stated it was 100% remote. Within 5 minutes they confirmed that at most. And after 69 months of training, it would be a hybrid role, requiring 3 days in the office per week. This job is an hour and a half from where I live. I would have been okay for just the training. It would have been a bitch. But the job had amazing benefits. I was so duped. So I ended it at 8 minutes. And then reported it to their superiors, who had been copied on the email threads from the recruiters and hiring manager. No idea if they knew or not, but had to do something. The supes knew what was going on. There's a lot of bait and switch in job ads. No one would apply if they were honest. Yeah, I work as a state employee. And they started cutting WFH over the past year. I drive over 120 miles per commute, 4 days a week. It's been rough, but I have 2 more commute days until I move. Thankfully, I wanted to move closer since I like the area there better. But it can be rough. HR publicized WFH as a benefit, but the governor's policy has been bringing PPL back to the office. The funny thing is that all of our meetings are still virtual. We are there just because. If I didn't have a 30% increase, I probably wouldn't have taken the job BC of how excessive the commute is. It is a good job otherwise. Never count on the job being always a WFH position BC that can change. And then you are stuck in an unsustainable position. These rollbacks are coming from PPL who think that WFH jobs are for slackers. Home is where I am the most productive BC, no distractions. It's an antique way to look at managing your employees. That they have to be under your nose to supervise. God forbid you don't have to commute. You should report it to whatever sites had the listing posted as well. They all have rules against that sort of BS. I hate when employers lie. If an employee or applicant lie, it's end of world. This is so stupid. Wasting everyone's time. Lol sounds like my company. Who just announced RTO for anyone within 45 minutes of any office space. Not me, thankfully. Including those hired strictly as WFH woozy face. I saw a part-time overnight job from 12 a.m. to 5 a.m. for $28 an hour at Lowe's. Figured that isn't so bad. Extra income in only 5 hours a day. I show up. It's actually 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. and at $16.33 an hour. When I pulled up the advert showing 125 at $28, she said, "Oh yay, that's for long-term supervisors." But the schedule changed. Like, bitch, y'all can change the entire schedule and pay but not update a simple listing? If they lie in the job description, they'll lie in the interview. If they lie in the interview, they'll lie in the job. Don't work for liars. Aren't deceptive hiring practices something that the Department of Labor can take action against? The ones I hate are the ones that say it's fully remote but you have to be in the same city as the office. I've never understood this. If it's not 100% remote, why do they say it as such? If people apply from areas out of commuting range, they're going to find out pretty quickly that it's not 100% remote. That just wastes everybody's time, from the applicants to the interviewing staff. Even if I was a 15-minute walk away, if I applied for something that said 100% remote and I found out that the 69 months of training was all in person and then after that 60% of it would be in office, I would turn them down. If they lied about that, what else are they lying about? That just sounds like a train wreck of a place, and I wouldn't want to work for them anyways. Should have taken the training pay and then refused to relocate while still doing your own job or job searching. I am totally fine commuting. And totally fine with bait and switch. As long as they are fine paying me an extra $1,000 per mile of commute. I will not inform them of this until the final interview. Lol, I just got rejected from a 100% remote job because I'm not local. Guess I dodged this bullet. 17 to 68 months of training and probation. And if your TPS report is at 99.84%, you can work at home for 30 minutes every other Tuesday. If that Tuesday falls on an odd date during a full moon not within 40 days of hearing thunder. I had one. That I accepted. That was a WFH position in which the manager told me in the final interview that I was expected to be in a room by myself, have my kid in daycare all day, at a $16 per hour pay rate, and come in once per week. I agreed to put my kid in daycare the day I came in, because they weren't paying me enough, and told my boss that if my work wasn't up to snuff we could discuss other options. She ended up super toxic at it. My kid had to be silent, because clients didn't know we were WFH. But coworkers' dogs were barking non-stop, etc. I was so happy to leave that job. Climate change is escalating everywhere. We are seeing new temperature records and environmental disasters on a daily basis. And yet here we are forcing millions and millions onto the roads. And some employees are even forced to fly into work, despite us having proved that remote work can be done at least as efficiently, probably more, as in-office work. Humanity is stupid, and unfortunately the most greedy and psychopathic of us make the rules. Fuck them. Renovate all their office space into affordable housing. Honestly, if they're gonna lie to you so brazenly, what's to stop you acing the interview, taking the job offer, and ghosting them? My job is almost entirely remote. For everyone on my team except like 8 of us, including most of the supervisors who go home at a certain time and just work remotely and don't even come in every day. The company isn't allowing any more work from home employees to be hired, so guess what? No one has been hired in the last 2 months, and the people who still work there are all being allowed to go hybrid. Tears of joy.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.